There's this idea that artists should be isolated from the rest of the world. The idea tells you artists are tragically doomed to suffer in a dark room until they create a masterpiece. The idea tells you you don't need feedback in order to create good art. Instead, you create your best art on your own. This idea isn't right. For art to succeed, someone has to like it. For someone to like it, someone has to see it. When someone sees it, they're probably going to give you feedback. If that feedback is good, it has the potential to make your art better. What would you do if you're about to get feedback on something you've been creating in secret for the past 10 years and no one's ever seen it before? I'd be a little worried.
Morgan, we're so ready to give feedback on your new book.
I just published it. You can read it if you want.
Awesome. You spent 10 years on this?
Yeah, if I would have shown someone, they would have told me to change it. I don't like feedback. It would have ruined it.
She needs it.
Good feedback can make your work more successful. Charles Dickens was one of the most successful writers of history. Dickens knew that his audience would give him good feedback, so he listened to them. Dickens adjusted some of his stories based on what they had to say about it, and he ended up selling more books than anyone in his time. He didn't create purely for the audience, but he did create with his audience in mind. And he didn't isolate himself. He got feedback. Letting someone else see your work and give you feedback on it pushes you to be better. It gives you a pressure to work harder that you might not have on your own, and it gives you a new perspective that you might not see.
I have to tell my friend about this.
It also tells you how they feel about your work, and it gives your work a better chance at being enjoyed by more people. If you take that feedback and use it, you're not compromising your art or making it purely for your audience. Instead, you're using feedback to make your art better. I've learned I don't create my best work on my own. Instead, my work becomes its best when it's seen by other people before I hit publish and when I get good feedback and use it. Try not to isolate yourself from other people's ideas. Instead, find someone you trust who can give you good feedback. Then see if it's good and use it to push yourself to create the best work that you can. And if you're getting feedback on something for the first time, don't be scared. The person giving you good feedback isn't setting out to ruin your work. They're trying to make it better. There are going to be people who hate your work. They're not going to be the best people to give you feedback. Instead, you need to find someone you trust who will give you good, honest feedback. That feedback has the potential to make your work better.